Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
What a spin. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Now they'll change things up.
Brings up second and 3.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pass complete there to Nakua. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Rams, first down. First and goal, Rams.
Come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. And he's got it. And he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll start with the option. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
Tag! Purple 80. 60 by 6, 60 by... Ready?
They run. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Well, this defense for the Rams, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Rig. 19 tight. Let's go.
Here's Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Instead of a 3rd-and-1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Check. Cup 19.
Now Daniels. They'll swing this out to Krosky-Merritt. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. To the air goes Daniels. That's taken in by Arroyo. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Let's go now. 60 Vikings.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Ready? 70 Lions. Hey, smash. 70 Race. 18 Rattler. Ready?
Daniels looking to throw. That is into the hands of Krosky-Merritt. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO, he'll keep it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Go street. 18 Cardinal. Panther 11.
To throw is Daniels. On the left side, it's McDonald. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
effective running here. We'll take it down inside the 10. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, Cowboy 80. Trap 60, trap 60. Set, hurt. 60 Maverick, 6-18, Cup 19, Cup 19. Hut, hut.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. That's caught. Krosky Merritt with it. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
19, Dragon 60. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Commanders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
First run now for Kyron Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd and 9 now. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. with career touchdown number 145, tying it with Marcus Allen for 6th on the all-time list. And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. He's on his way. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's a 2nd and 7. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, it's Krosky-Merritt. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run once more with JCM. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
line of
70 Rangers, 70
The
Rangers.
tackle made back at his own 49.
Rig.
Daniels from the gun on third down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And the Rams first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. They're going to look to throw. Going right back to Ferguson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Touchdown, Rams! Puka Nacua as the first half is winding down. And the Rams would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Dances by him. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And, Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Trap 60, trap 60. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Here's Daniels. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McDonald. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Cowboys! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let go.
Daniels with a give to Krosky-Merritt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They get to him for a loss of 4. And it brings up 3rd down on the sand. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught at the 20. A huge play there for Washington. 45 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Now Daniel's going to keep it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Ready.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Rams' 6-yard line.
Rig alert, rig alert. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
18, Pioneer. Come on, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Commanders are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Commanders 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'll look to throw again. He's got room at the 30. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd down and 4. Back to throw again. And that's complete to Adams. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and a couple. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and goes back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
It's now 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Daniels looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
60 Vikings, 60, 70 Lions.
They go play action. Daniels nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Trap 60, trap 60. Panther 11, Panther 79 Broncos.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Daniels going to throw for it. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Man, and he hits him in stride. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 5. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Touchdown.
Terrence Ferguson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign.
His kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fighting his way through contact. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Here's Krosky-Merritt to start the drive. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 28, it's second and 5. Throwing now is Daniels. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 7 Pirates, Warriors 70.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Adams. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, You would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. They'll look to throw here. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. That one looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. The tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were